What's going on, Fitbit Premium? Coach Adrian here, and we're back with the second in our series of upper body core workout for runners. Now this time, we're using weights. So if you did the first one, great. This one builds on top of that. If you're just jumping in, that's great too. All you need is 2 sets of weights, one light, one medium. I'm working with a 10-pound and a 15-pound. I've got Katie here with me doing the modifications. She has a 8-pound and a 5-pound weight. Get what works for you, something that's gonna challenge you, but not overwhelm you. All right, now the way this workout is structured, we have our warm up, we got 30 seconds for each exercise, we've got 3 rounds total, and then we have our cool down. Don't worry about any of that though. I'll keep you on track, keep you motivated, and keep you getting stronger for your run. So let's start that workout on our wrist, and let's get going with this warm up. Our first move is gonna be a walking, march, and reach. So reach up, pull that leg up, and really reach tall. That knee drive as we run, we know is crucial and important to run powerfully and run strongly. So we're practicing and mimicking that here in our warm up, and we're gonna be going overhead with the weights later. So really stretching and reaching overhead is a good primer to get the body ready. Breathe and check in with your body and see how it feels today. Really pump yourself up for this workout. Last one. Good job. Shake it out. Take a wide stance, and we're gonna do alternating, rotate, and reach. So pivot and reach across the body, warming up that back, feeling the back muscles glide, feeling the obliques work as you reach, and powerfully pushing off that toe as you stretch and reach across the room. Just a few more here. Last one, here we go. Great, shake that out. Again, we're going overhead with the weights here, so we really want to ensure that we're warming up our body properly. We have the overhead arm circles now, so get the arms up, pull that core in, rotate the shoulders, get the upper scapula, upper back working here. Really feel that motion. Let's go the other direction now. And ensure that you're doing this rotation from the shoulders and not from the hands, right? We want to make the whole shoulder and upper back work here. All right, we have our walkout with the push-up. So come on to the back of the mat here. Knees are gonna be soft. We hip hinge, let the hands come down, walk it out. Find a strong high plank here. Push down, up, and then walk those hands right back. You can bend the knees if you have tight hamstrings, coming up, and then repeating this motion. Really focus on that strong high plank before you go into your push-up. That's gonna come into play later as well. All right, last one. Bring it on down. Push and up. We're gonna stay down now. We have our tall kneeling wrist and forearm stretch. So we're gonna roll the wrist, and then stretch and stretch. We're gonna be in a plank position, so we wanna ensure that we're getting good mobility in our wrists and good stretching in our forearms. Just a few more here. Good, let's do one more round. Stretch and stretch. Let's come on down on all fours into our cat and cow. So shoulder over wrist, hip over knee. Let the belly drop for the cow, feel that stretch, and then press the earth away around the spine for this cat. Really focus on that segmentation through the spine and not just going through the motions here. If it feels good, you can go a little side to side action here. Last few seconds. Good stuff. All right, shake the hands out. We have our high plank core activation now. So strong high plank, fingers spread nice and wide. Plant the hand, shoulder over elbow, elbow over wrist. Step the feet back. Up on the tiptoes, pressing the earth away actively, tucking that tailbone, squeezing those abs, squeezing those glutes. Low back muscles are working, shoulders are working, lats are active, legs are active, everything working here to activate through the body. This is a great primer before a run, really teaching you proper posture to stand tall. That translates to more power going forward and less power being wasted going side to side. Hold it on for 3, 2, and 1. Great, we're gonna start this workout now. Grab your medium weight. We have our weighted dead bug. Single weight here. Katie's gonna be showing you the modification. She's not using any weights at all for this round of the work. So lay on back, weight up overhead, feet flat and opposite leg, down and back. Holding this weight up overhead, squeezing through the chest, active through the lats. A good tip to activate your lats is to imagine squeezing your armpits in, and you should feel your lats fire up. For this movement, you may be familiar with the cue of pressing your low back to the mat. That really translates to hip stability. That's what we're looking for here. So I'm not letting the hips go side to side. I'm keeping them nice and stable as I extend one leg, then the other. Come on down with that weight, nice and slow. Let's swap it out for a pair of our light weights. We have our Renegade row with a push-up. So set those weights right underneath your shoulders, step your legs back. You can get your feet a little bit wider. That'll give you a little bit more stability. And press down, up, and row. 1, 2, and repeat. Remember, Katie has that modification. She's doing those push-ups from her knees. That's a great way to build until you're ready for that full push-up. You can also, again, use a lighter weight here as another way to modify this workout. This move is great because you build strength on the front of your body and the back of your body. Last one, good stuff. All right, we have our pullover crunch. So single, medium weight. Again, that's 15 pounds for me. Lay it on back, get that weight up, get those legs up, and then extend down and up. This is a great stability exercise for your entire core. You need that abdominal bracing with this one, so it's a little difficult to talk because you want to keep your core nice and tight. That good breathing helps with this movement as well. Last one, good stuff. All right, set that weight down, grab your 2 light weights. We have our alternating front lateral shoulder raise. So set the weights right in front, knees are soft, shoulders are back, standing nice and tall. Bring it up, down, and then out to the side. You'll notice as I go laterally, I don't have the weights going all the way out here, right? It's slightly angled. That protects the shoulders and allows you to move with a little bit heavier weight to build that strength without the risk of injury. Breathe as you move. Remember, you're standing tall, straight line from your shoulders down to your butt. Knees are soft, straight line down to your heels. All right, tricep kickback, same weights here. Knees are soft, hip hinge, stick that booty back, bring the weights up, and then kick them back. Pausing at both ends of the movement. Really feeling the triceps work here. Squeezing those triceps, ensuring that the triceps are doing the work and not the shoulders, right? We just did a shoulder move. So we're not swinging the weights. We're letting the triceps move the weights forward and back. This is a great movement for building that arm strength. That's gonna help you to power and move forward a lot faster. As the arms go, so do the legs. All right, come on up, grab your medium weights, and let's get into our strict shoulder press. So bring them on up, elbows forward, shoulders down and back, cores engaged, and strong up overhead, and then back down with control. We don't need to power through these movements, meaning we're not rushing. We're taking our time and focusing on the quality of the movement here. Pressing up, coming back down. Now look at Katie. She's doing a great demonstration of a modification here by doing that push press. Using the lower body to help get those weights up overhead. Biceps framing the ears, cores engaged, glutes are tight, not lifting from the lower back, but lifting from the shoulders. All right, set these weights down. We've got our forearm plank up, down. So we're gonna be moving from a forearm plank to a high plank and back. So starting that strong forearm plank, forearms parallel, tucking the glutes under, squeezing everything nice and tight, and then bring a hand back, press up, and then bring it forward, down, and then alternate next hand now. Forward and back, making sure that you're not rolling up and down, right?
We wanna try and keep everything nice and stable. Just like when we run, we don't wanna wobble back and forth. Now, if you need a little bit more, press yourself up with both hands and back. 10 seconds left. Remember, you can always modify by keeping those knees down like Katie's doing. Last one, good stuff. Grab your medium weights. We have our glute bridge chest press. So set the weights in the hands. Your elbows are gonna be slightly angled, right? They're not out to the side, but about 45 degrees. Press into your feet to get those hips up, straight line from my knee to my shoulders. And from here, I press up strongly overhead. Maintaining this high glute bridge position, getting that time under tension in the glutes, getting a little bit of a leg workout and my upper body workout. Now, if you want more, we alternate legs as we press. Finding that stability in that planted foot, feeling the strength of that planted leg, feeling my core, my glutes and hamstrings work in addition to my chest as I press these weights up. Last little bit here and time. Woo! Let's set these weights down. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit of a sweat going, so I'm gonna dab the towel here. And let's do some breathing together. Catch our breath, big breath in and out. One more time, big breath in and out. Now for this next round, I'm gonna take things up a notch. So for the movements where I use only one weight, I'm gonna be using 2 medium weights. And Katie, for the movements where she didn't use any weights at all, she'll be using 1 weight as well. At home, feel free to join us if you're looking to turn it up just a little bit. If you're satisfied with where you were, that's great. We got the same thing coming up, weighted dead bugs. Grab your weights and let's rock. So get those weights up overhead, bring those legs up, and then opposite, down and down. Getting that leg nice and long, squeezing through the chest here. So you should feel your upper body working, right? You should feel your shoulders and your pecs working here. And again, hip stability as you extend one leg and then the other. Keeping everything nice and tight. Finding that stability. This is a great move for body stability and core control. That's gonna help you breathe better deep in the run. Last one. Good, set it on down. And we've got our renegade row with the push up. So grab your light weights. Get set up. Remember that cheat, you can get your feet a little bit wider. It's gonna give you a little bit more stability, or cheat the hands in a little bit closer. All right, let's go, down, up. And row, and row. Down, up. Row, and row. If doing the push-up off the weights is hard on your wrists or hurts your hands, you can set your hands to the outside of the weights. Do your push-up, grab a weight, row, grab a weight, row. You got options. Let's go. Last one. All right, we got our pullover crunch now. Set those light weights to the side. Again, I'm grabbing both weights here, taking it up a notch. Get what you need from this workout. Legs up, weights up. Here we go. Ensuring that you're letting the core move the weights, that you're not trying to use momentum and like really arching your back and popping it down to swing your legs up. That's poor form. We don't want to do that. Let the breath power the movement. Last one. Good job. All right, set those weights to the side. Grab your light weights. We have our alternating front lateral raise combo. Set those weights right in front. Knees are gonna be soft. Shoulders back, core tight. Let's go. Up, down, and up. Now you'll notice I'm only bringing them up to about shoulder height, right? I'm not trying to get the arms up overhead. We don't need to do that here. Matter of fact, that'll set you up for injury. And as runners, we always want to try to avoid injury so we can stay out there doing the thing we love, which is racking those miles up. getting faster, getting that runner's high. Last one. Excellent. Hold on to this weight, tricep kick back. Set the feet, bend the knees, hip hinge, bring the weight up, kick it on back. You wanna have that neutral spine. So from my head to my tailbone is roughly a straight line. Core's engaged. I'm not letting the core go, meaning I'm not letting the back go like this, right? I'm bringing everything in, core nice and tight, and moving with a purpose. Feeling the strength of these triceps, feeling the strength of these arms, knowing that it's gonna help me become a better runner with better economy. There we go, last one. Excellent, strict shoulder press. Set these weights down, grab your mediums. We're rocking and rolling now, team. Bring them on up, elbows forward, core nice and tight, straight line from your head to your heels, and press. Back down with control. As we do this, we wanna ensure that we're keeping the elbows forward, right? So I'm here, coming up, bicep framing the ear, and not letting the arms wiggle outside, doing this sort of thing. That's pretty dangerous for your shoulder health, and you don't get much more benefit as far as shoulder strength goes. So it's a move to be avoided. Nice and strong, core's engaged, low back's not working here. The shoulders are working. Great job. All right, forearm plank up, down. Set those weights down, come onto the mat. We start with that strong forearm plank. Really own this movement here. And then when you're ready, press on up and then come back down. Now remember, I'm showing you the way to progress this and really turn it up a notch. If you want, you can do it from the knees, 1, 2, or from the regular forearm plank, 1, 2. Choice is yours. This is your workout. I'm just here to facilitate. Last 10 seconds. Here we go. Last one. Great stuff. All right, grab your weights. We have our glute bridge chest press. Lay it on down. Remember, those arms are angled and not straight out. About 45 degrees, plant the feet, hips up, squeeze those glutes, and press. Now, as we work out with these weights, we not only build that muscular strength and endurance, we build that mental strength and endurance, especially if you're new to strength training or been away from it for a while. It's different, right? It's different than just putting on your shoes, lacing them up, and getting out there for a run. You really have to think about a lot of different things, a lot of different aspects. And sometimes the mental will to keep going isn't always there. But just like we do when we run, we keep going because we know we're gonna get better and be better for it. We're on our break now. Dab the sweat if you need, grab a sip of water if you need. Now this is the second in our series, right? As you may have experienced, we're turning up the heat just a little bit, making things just a little bit more challenging, but the movements build on what we did before. The reason we do this, the reason we focus not just on our legs as runners, but our upper body and our core is because that helps us to breathe, that helps us to move, that helps us to be more efficient, more powerful, and ultimately faster. All right, we've got one round left. Last round, best round. Grab your weights and let's rock. Weighted dead bugs. Here we go. Now, if you didn't choose to do 2 weights or a weight at all on the last one, maybe you try it this round. Maybe not, no pressure. Again, it's your workout. So do what you feel you need, but ensure that you're doing it correctly and you're moving with a purpose and not just going through the motions. Stable hips here, actively squeezing the core, active pecs, active shoulders. The entire body is working. And remember, this translates to you being a better, more efficient runner. Last one, good job. All right, set that down. Let's grab our other weights here for the push-up with the Renegade Row. So set yourself up, strong high plank, step those feet back and push down up and row. 1, 2. Now as you do these rows, ensure that we're keeping everything nice and tight. We don't wanna roll with it, right? You wanna ensure that the hips are pointed down, shoulders are right over the weights. And again, you can have those hands outside if doing the push-ups on the weights bothers your wrists. Keep it up, almost there. Keep breathing, keep pushing. Remember why you started this workout. Great job. We have our pullover crunch now. So get those light weights out of the way. Grab your bigger guys. Arms up, weights up, legs up, and let's go. Now this is the move where you really want to control your breathing. Breath control is important for running as well. You may have experienced this on your runs, where if you start to get short, choppy breaths, you start to feel tired. You start to lose power. You start to get physically and mentally fatigued. Last one, good stuff. You wanna control that breath, not let the breath control you. We have our alternating front lateral raise here. So grab your lighter weights, stand on up, and let's rock and roll. Here we go. Bring them up, down, and out. Feeling the strength of your upper back, feeling the strength of your shoulders, remembering to breathe, maybe pausing for a second or two before letting the weights come down, not letting the weights slam down and let gravity do the work, but let your muscles do the work. Good work. Here we go. Last few. You got this. Last one. Excellent job. Same weights now, tricep kickbacks. Set the feet, hinge the hips, bring them up, kick them on back. This is one of my favorite tricep moves. It doesn't get a lot of glory, right? It's not like a real sexy move. You're not using cables, bands, not doing a skull crusher or anything more intense. But what you are doing is building your tricep muscles and building great mechanics that are gonna help you not only just be a better runner, but help your arms look better and help you feel better, whatever you're doing with your arms and upper body. Last one, good job. All right, strict shoulder press. We're gonna put these weights down, grab our heavier guys, set the feet, bring those elbows forward, kind of rack them right on the shoulders and press. Now remember, you have that option to do the modification. You start to get fatigued. You're like, oh boy, these medium weights feel like super heavy weights all of a sudden. Well, look at Katie. I'm gonna do a few like that too. Down and up, push press. Use the legs to help get that weight overhead. Just remember, we're not letting the low back get involved here. We're squeezing those glutes. We're squeezing that core. We're keeping everything nice and tight. Good job. All right, set those weights down. Forearm plank up, down. Come onto the mat. Strong forearm plank. That's where we start. And then we move. You know the drill by now. Here we go. You can slide that hand. You can lift the hand. You can press into the hands. Choice is yours. You can also do it from the knees down. Keep working. If you're doing that press up, your triceps are probably screaming at you right now, right? Especially after those kickbacks. Well, good news, we're done. Grab your weights. We have our glute bridge floor press. Come on down, set the arms. Remember, they're gonna be angled. Set the feet, press strongly into both legs, squeeze those glutes, press up. Now you should have a straight line from your knee to your shoulders. And when you're ready to progress, we go alternating leg lift here, bringing one leg up and the other leg with control. Remembering to squeeze those glutes, not letting those hips sag. Hip check, can you get them a little higher? Got our cool down coming up all the way through. Finish at the finish line, not before the end of the race. And done. Woo! Good job. All right, move your weights out of the way and let's get into our cool down. We have our child's pose with a tricep stretch. I'm a little fatigued. Let's get those elbows down. Get the hands together, pull the hands back, let the hips sink back. Maybe your forehead comes down to the mat, maybe not. Just hang out here for a little bit. You're gonna feel this not only in the tris, should also feel this in your upper back as well. As we get into this cool down, really focus on letting your respiration and breathing rate slow down. Let your breathing return to normal or close to normal. Here for a few more seconds. And good. Let's do our side lying arm sweep. So lay it on down, stack the hands on top of each other, and sweep that arm all the way around. I love this exercise, not only as a cool down movement, but just as a great mobility movement in general. It's great for your endurance. You have to be able to move your arms and move your body effectively, creating power all the way through the chain and efficient movement all the way through the chain. So that starts at the foot and works all the way up to your head. Good job. Let's switch to the other side now. Come on down, stack it up, and sweep it across. Now, as you do this other side, it may feel different, it may feel a little sticky, maybe it feels better, maybe it feels a little worse. That's okay. That is totally normal. And that means maybe you should do this move a little bit more often, right? It's something you can do at the end or the beginning of a workout, whether that be a running workout, weightlifting workout, mobility workout, etc. Last one, bring it on back. Good, let's flip it over now. We have our abdominal stretch from Cobra position. So legs long, get your hands right underneath the shoulders, let your forehead come down. Then we're gonna press into the earth, peel our head and upper body up. Feel that stretch in the abs. And come on down again. And repeat. Push into the mat, abs up, big stretch, and relax. All right, come on up, tall kneeling position. I'm gonna do a chest and shoulder stretch here. So bring those arms up, sweep them around, grab the hands together behind you, pull those knuckles down, maybe the head goes back if that feels good. Roll those shoulders back. You can let one ear drop to the side and the other side. Really feel this stretch here. You've earned this cool down. Good job. Last few seconds. Excellent. Shake it out. Whew. Let's go ahead and stop that workout on our wrist here. That's it, squad. You came, you saw, you crushed. Way to get after it once again with our second workout in the series for upper body and core strength. All my runners out there, you're looking good, you're looking strong. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I'm Coach Adrian, this is Katie. I'll be here next time you're ready to get after it. Until then, have a great day and happy running. I'll be seeing you.